Hello and welcome, fellow racers, to the Racing Fanatic YouTube channel. Hello, what's going on, fellow racers? Today we are going to be doing another head-to-head style video. Let's get right. Alright, we're in the McLaren P1 GTR, as you can see. This head-to-head is going to be the McLaren P1 GTR versus the Aston Martin Vulcan. Sorry that it's getting dark in game because I had to re-record this section of the video. My fault. Things happen. I had date progression on, but you know, we'll get over it. So, feeling the car out. Taking that a little slower than I should have. Back on the throttle, here we go. Back into the brakes. Brakes on this car are really strong. It's meant to be driven like a race car. And it doesn't drive like a LaFerrari with its curve system that tries to spin you out and kill you in the process. It's very balanced, nice and nimble. No complaints for this car. I probably won't complain about the Vulcan either. But you know, I'm gonna try to find something wrong with the car. But overall, these cars don't like bumps. That's why I'm at Watkins Gun. I was gonna do it at Willow Springs, but these cars hate bumps. And I didn't want to watch y'all see me spin out every 30 seconds because every time you hit a bump with these cars, the suspension is so stiff, you instantly spin out, and I think that's my one complaint, is these things can't handle a bump. Alright, I think that's it for the McLaren P1 GTR. Let's move on to the Aston Martin Vulcan. Alright, now we're in the Aston Martin Vulcan, which is our competitor to the McLaren P1 GTR. I don't know why, this car doesn't feel as down to earth and as fast. I feel like it might have more downforce though. Feels a little bit more controllable at a lot of different speeds. It's just not as fast, and I think its gears are longer, which makes it a little slower. But I think its bigger engine and its extra downforce will help help fight those downsides and balance these two cars out. But other than that, these cars are really close. They're classed the same in this game. I don't know if they would be classed the same IRL. They probably would. Getting everything up to temperature now. Car's really now starting to really get grippy. I really feel like I can push this car hard. Want the slide though, it loves the slide still. Tires are hot, they really should be sticky right now. Really sticky. Brakes are good. They don't have very good cooling though. They get really hot. That's what I'm trying to say. They don't like to be hot. You know brakes like to be hot, but these get hot easily. There must be like a lot of brake bias in this car. Into this first corner again, nice and smooth. Car's enjoying this track a lot. Not accelerating crazy fast though, which is the one downside. Feels pretty sticky though, which is something that I like. It's not super loose. But one thing that I do really appreciate about this car is the minimalistic dash. How there's like nothing there and it's just kind of flat. You have to really look down to see your gauges, which makes this experience a lot better. Which I just took that corner faster than the P1 GTR, which tells me that this car is grippier. Just doesn't feel like it because you're able to push it faster and you don't even notice it, which really says something. I looked at that speedo right there and I was like, wait a minute, and I'm going faster. Now that I see that, I have a newfound respect for this car. That means that this car does have more downforce and it'll control better. The fact that Vulcan blends a bunch of low-speed corners, it's a lot of acceleration based. This isn't a really fast track. It is a pretty quick track on some sections, but it also has a lot of corners, which is why this track is really good for head-to-heads, because of all its corners and all the corners it has and all of the extra bits. It's a fast track, but it's also complex in certain sections, so you can test the car's overall speed and its handling and control. Just something really nice about this track, why I use it for all my head-to-heads. But I guess that's all I have to say for the Aston Martin Vulcan. Let's go to the hot. So, in conclusion to this video, I believe that the McLaren P1 GTR has won this head-to-head because of its trackability, its true feeling on the track. It feels so much more like a race car than the Vulcan. So with that said, please like and subscribe. This is The Racing Fanatic, signing off. Roll the outro.
And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays.